Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm your Ice Dragon, Rayron VR. Got another manga review to share for you guys today. This is The Rising of the Shield Hero Volume 3. This is made by One Piece Books. And let's go ahead and take a look at our summary in the back here. Now, Fumi and Raphtalia do not have much time until the next wave is upon them. As they fight their way through the kingdom, they meet a feathery companion, Philo. Together, the three travel about I cannot pronounce the city. Meromark, on a mission to gain the strength they will need to survive an approaching wave of destruction. On the road, they level up, become reluctant heroes, and continue to get nothing but trouble from Moroyashi and Mine. Finally, locked in battle with one of the fiercest monsters yet, or the fiercest, monsters yet. Naofumi discovers a dark, hidden power. I think this is actually the first manga too that doesn't have a rating on it. Normally you see a T for teen or older teen or mature or adult, so forth. Yeah, there's really no volume on or rating on this, so can't give you a rating. But I think it's safe to say that this is, I would rate this as a T for teen. So maybe older teen considering some of the dark nature that's in this. But yeah, definitely interesting. I never ran into a manga that didn't have a rating. But with that, we're going to talk about Volume 3. So there will be spoilers. So if you don't want to get spoiled, feel free to watch this video at a later time. But my overall impression of this volume is that it's okay. It's not bad. But it definitely feels like a filler manga, because there's a lot of side questing in here. I mean, it's okay. It builds character between the three of them. We get that interaction, the camaraderie, the teamwork. But it definitely kind of dragged a little bit. It was definitely a filler type of manga. And it's all because of this little guy right here. We've got our next raid, and it's going to be in 45 days and 14 hours. So that's a lot of time for a story to cover, unless they do some sort of time jump. But yeah, definitely interesting. Let's go and take a look at our chapters here. So we got Gratitude, Hit and Run, Philo, The Shield of Rage, and then a bonus story at the end. Alright, so this particular manga is, we get introduced to our third party member, Philo. Now, Philo is and this is her right here in our human form. But kind of the story starts out, we go to Meromark, and this particular city was a city that our hero saved from the first initial quest that was going on, or the raid that happened. And so all the citizens want to thank the shield hero for for saving their town, essentially. So we see some upgrades, we see some armor, we see some more spells that our party gets. And what's interesting about it is that our hero, Naofumi, our shield hero, was able to get this mysterious egg, and that egg finally hatches. And it hatches into this creature, this chicken called, well, Philo for short, essentially. And so this chicken, since it's being taken care of, I use chicken loosely. It's a bird-looking creature. I'll see if I can actually find a good reference here. Let's see here. Give you guys kind of. So here we are. Not giving too much away here. So we got this little feathery creature, and as it levels up, as our shield hero and the rest of the party takes care of this little chicken-looking thing, it kind of evolves. So think of it like as a Pokemon, Digimon, insert random animal evolution thing here. But it gets stronger, and so we find our heroes kind of in a predicament. Our wonderful antagonist, which was, what is her name? It is, Moriyashi. She comes in and says, oh, the king has decided to elect a king or a representative governor of this particular city. Well, the city doesn't want that, because they want the shield hero to kind of be in place of that. And so we have kind of a race between the elected representative of the government and the shield hero, essentially. And of course, our antagonist, um, Moroyashi, she has her tricks up her sleeves. She has traps during the race and so forth. You know, the typical thing. We've seen this before. But this bird, this Philo, she comes through. It was an epic race, and our shield hero comes out victorious, and they were our antagonist was defeated essentially. So with that, we continue to go down this character arc of Philo in the city. Well, let me back up a little bit. So we go back to the trader that gave our shield hero the egg. And come to find out, this bird was actually a very special bird. It was the queen of the birds, essentially, that he got. And apparently it's a rare spawn and so forth. And then they do some magic spells and find out that it can transform into a human. Hence, our main character here, or additional party member, Philo. But there was a problem that they've got to solve, and that is when she transforms, think of it as the Hulk. When the Hulk transforms into, the manly beast, all of his clothes gets ripped and shredded and so forth. So there's a huge side quest that deals with, okay, we got to get this magical fiber so that way when she transforms into human, she's actually clothed. I wish they kept this out. It was, again, a side quest that I don't think was necessary, and I found it kind of just lackluster. But again, it's necessary for the story and the plot to continue. But it was a MacGuffin, in my opinion. They needed this fiber, and in order to get this fiber, they had to use a special crystal from a witch, and the witch didn't have set crystal, and so they had to go out to a special cave to get set crystal to get set fibers. It felt like an episode of The Mandalorian. Let me put it that way. But a little drawn out for my taste. So essentially, they go to this mystical cave, and they are treated with two particular beasts. And our Philo here really proved herself that quite a capable party member. And so they are able to get the special fiber or the crystal to make the special fiber, so that way when she transforms, she is not naked. That's the story. And that's a good chunk of this volume. So again, it's all filler. It really is. This is a filler volume. And so by the end of it, the town asks our hero here to help him with a little problem. The other heroes, the spear hero, sword hero, and so forth, they end up killing a dragon, but they didn't properly dispose of said dragon. They just left the corpse to rot and so forth, and it was having an issue with the ecosystem, and our town wants this dragon basically disposed of. And it's like, okay, this, fine, I'll buy it. I don't know. It's just side quests. A lot of side questing in this volume. And so our main hero, and we've got Raftelia and Philo, they go out to set on their quest to get rid of the decomposing dragon. But when they get there, unfortunately, the decomposing dragon became a zombie dragon. Now, this is kind of interesting because our shield hero mentions that, when a dragon is dead and comes back zombified, it's a lot stronger. And the instant reference that came to my mind was Minecraft. Because in modded Minecraft, all you Minecrafters out there, especially on the modded community, the Ender Dragon, when the Ender Dragon dies, especially if you have Draconic Evolution, can come back as... you can respawn the Ender Dragon, and it becomes much more powerful to do so. So that was a nice little... again, there's probably no correlation. The author probably didn't know of the Minecraft mod that existed, but it's kind of interesting to tie the things together. But anyways, so we got this zombie dragon, and our hero basically says that we need to retreat. We can't deal with this. But being the stubborn chicken that Philo is, our chicken goes in and tries to tackle the dragon, but unannounced to her, she forgot about the little spell that our shield hero has to do the stop command, and stops the chicken midair. Unfortunately, leads to the dragon eating Philo. Kind of a cliffhanger. Again, I did say there's going to be spoilers in this. And so our shield hero was so mad, so angry, that we start to see some dark power emerge. And this was actually pretty interesting because I get the vibes from like Star Wars and the Force. And so, again, the illustration is really good on this. And you can see it here. The Cursed Power. Cursed Series Shield of Rage. And the reason being is because it's the world. The world put him in this position. Very dark thoughts. This volume turns 180 really quickly. And so we see this dark side power emerge. Again, it reminds me of Star Wars and the Force and Anakin and that storyline essentially. And so our shield hero defeats, like obliterates, our Chaos Dragon. Again, wonderful, wonderful panel here of the monster and its chaotic state. But our shield hero eventually defeats the Chaos Dragon and puts into flames. But it came at a very dark cost. Apparently, it was an AoE attack that also got Raphtalia as well. And that is where this volume ends. Overall, the ending really put this volume back on track, I think. There was a lot of filler, especially with Philo's character arc. I think it was a little bit too long, a little too drug out. I wish we could have seen probably more. I wish we could have seen a little bit more about the city itself helping out our hero, but again, it was heavily, heavily drawn towards Philo. I think a little bit too much in this volume. But overall, I did enjoy it. The ending really got me back into the story a little bit because, again, I was kind of zoning out a little bit with all the side questing and, okay, you got to get this MacGuffin to get this MacGuffin in order to progress the story and so forth. But overall, interesting volume. I'm excited for the next one. It left on a great cliffhanger, and I'm excited for Volume 4. So, with that, guys, that is a quick spotlight. Again, I liked it. Again, a little bit too side questy for me, for my liking, but it's interesting to see where the story's going to go. So with that, guys, that is Rising of the Shield Hero, Volume 3, and I'll see you on the next video.